Hey, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I know I've been covering this fast food kind of debacle at length. And now the latest fast food outlet to make a widely negative change is Taco Bell. It looks like Taco Bell is getting rid of in-building dining. And I suspect that a lot of other places will take heed of this. I always thought it was ever funny, like, I guess it depends how you grew up, where you grew up. But if you've ever eaten a Taco Bell, you kind of know that Taco Bell is very different at 1 p.m. in the afternoon and 2 a.m. or at 10 p.m., right? We always used to make jokes about like how 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Taco Bell mornings were like Bizarro World. There's just like old people and families eating in there. Uh, it was clean. All the soda tasted the correct way. Customers weren't having meltdowns, all this kind of stuff. Then you would go at like dinner time and it was complete chaos. The staff was way worse. Like if you go to Taco Bell at like noon and you order a quesadilla, it's like perfect. You go like 8 p.m. to go to Taco Bell, it's just a sloppy mess. By the way, we're going to get into the topic deeper after a super quick word from this video sponsor. Shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, it's 2024. If you aren't using a VPN yet, you're completely missing out, and Private Internet Access is the one I use on all of my devices. If you've been following the news, you see that censorship, websites, apps are getting shut down in certain countries, all sorts of craziness. Well, a VPN helps you never have to worry about that. Private Internet Access also protects you from the prying eyes of hackers, internet service providers, and others that can view your personal data. Perhaps also just as importantly, Private Internet Access allows you to access region-restricted content from all over the world. Streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and more have different library options based on where you're located, and some shows simply cannot be accessed if you're not in the target location. Happens to me all the time. Many sports events also have regional blackouts. Well, VPNs can be a convenient way to make sure you're getting the content that you're paying for. Private Internet Access also allows you to protect an unlimited amount of devices all at the same time, so your entire household with a single subscription. And I've been working with Private Internet Access so long that I have an absolutely massive discount available to my viewers. Link in the description below. Get Private Internet Access today using my link. Save huge, protect your computers, access all the content that you've been paying for, and ensure that your internet is never censored. Well, customers have now grieved the loss of fast casual dining restaurants as many fast food chains now pivot to simply bigger and better drive-through options. Taco Bell has initiated a new effort to phase out sit-down dining by decreasing the size of its restaurants and improving its drive-through experience. If they don't have a dining room, they don't need to pay somebody to clean up that dining room. They don't need to pay somebody to, they don't have to buy chairs. They don't have to buy, they just want you to get your food and get out of there. They want you to order your DoorDash, and have it delivered to your house. Now, in my experience, there is always a certain amount of shame associated with eating fast food, in particular Taco Bell. Once you're like over 25, when you're young, you're just like, whatever, that's all I can afford. But like when you're in your 30s, if you're eating fast food, I prefer to eat it alone in my car in like the far end of the parking lot. And then I take the garbage and I like throw it out in a undisclosed third party location. So my wife doesn't know that I ate Taco Bell. But there's something to be said where, you spent 49 cents, 49 cents on a taco. You don't necessarily need a fancy place to sit down, but I just feel like this is yet another thing. Like you can't even sit down. Take your $25 Taco Bell meal for two and get out. Quote, when increasing concerns about safety, coupled with the changing needs of consumers, Taco Bell has decided to make its drive-thrus a priority. Franchise owner and operators informed us that they are consistently evaluating and working to ensure a safe environment by implementing procedures known as such as closing dining rooms, hiring security guards, and have taken extra measures to meet with local law enforcement. Well, I mean, I'll say this much. There are a lot of Taco Bell uh, in the inner city that are dangerous, and I've seen fast food restaurants that don't have sit down dining for that reason. But Taco Bell is one of a long list of casual dining making the same pivot, including McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, and Wingstop. Taco Bell fanatics say they're not surprised the chain is expanding its drive-thru options. The majority of its customers prefer the drive-thru over Taco Bell's sit-down area. We're cooked, one fan tweeted. Fast food places are literally closing down their dine-in parts and their store, making everything drive-thru only and order and pay through the app. That's how it's going to be, right? It won't be long. Like when we had the lockdowns, you said, they basically got rid of cash, right? All those crazy people who said, oh, we're going to live in a cashless society. And everyone thought, wow, what a wild thing to say. That can't possibly be true. Try to pay cash at a lot of places these days. They don't take it. We're going to be saying that very same thing in a year. Try to place your order without using their stupid app. You're not going to be able to. They're going to force everybody to use the app. They're going to force everybody into drive-thru. It's going to be as impersonal and robotic as possible. Honestly, shocked to see that Taco Bell is taking the time to prepare to move to the drive-thru and delivery only. I had no idea people actually sat inside the building. Many consumers joke that Taco Bell food tastes better when eaten in the parking lot of the drive-thru. Some say they've never eaten Taco Bell sit area. I would never eat Taco Bell in public. Like I said, that's kind of a meme. That's kind of the meme. But, ultimately, I have definitely 100% eaten Taco Bell in the dine-in area. I mean, when you had a lunch break, I hated eating in my car. It was nice to get out of the car, go to an air-conditioned spot, eat my Taco Bell, watch a video on my phone or whatever the case was, then go back to work. Now you got to just sit in your car and go back to work. Post-lockdowns, Taco Bell released a statement saying that the way the customers interact with restaurants has changed, quote, enormously. The fast food chain said they will be making some changes of their own to keep up with the evolving industry. Since 2021, Taco Bell has tried out creative new restaurant designs. Later that year, the company also opened its first fully digital store in Times Square, offering self-guided experience with ordering kiosks and pickup cubbies. I absolutely hate that. They started doing that around me. And maybe this is just me being a bit of a fuddy-duddy, like an old timer. But I felt insulted when I was at the RNC debates. And I was like, I just wanted a brat and a soda. And I walk up to the counter and they're looking at me like I'm a complete idiot. Like, what are you doing up here, man? You got to order through the app. So then what happens? I don't know if you've ever seen this before. There's just a horde of people all standing 5 feet in front of the counter in their phones, trying to figure out how the heck to use their app. Oh, and by the way, now you got to download yet another app. You download the app, you pay an app, and then they just put the food in the cubbies. Well, all of a sudden I saw a brat and a soda go into cubby. I don't know if it was mine, but I just took it. Like, well, I ordered a brat. Is that my brat? I don't know. A lot of these places also, as you'll notice, they've locked the lobbies to claim, that they're understaffed, but I don't believe that. I don't think that that's true. I think that ultimately they don't want to staff. They don't want people sitting around there. They want you to get your food and get out. That's what they want. In my experience, that's always how they are. That's what they want. They want to make sure everything is done, get you out, get you in, get you out. No lingering around, no extra amenities, no bathrooms. Now they don't have to pay somebody to clean the bathroom. We'll all be living in the pod, I don't like it. I don't like it. And this new report that came out yesterday, fast food customers are shifting to casual dining chains. Darden restaurant CEO says, gee, I wonder why. What do you do at a casual dining chain? You sit down. They give you a table. Isn't that nice? They give you a table to sit down at. And there was a time where McDonald's, you'd go there because it was cheap. Well, now you can go to like Chili's or Qdoba or any of these other restaurants that are like just a hair better, just a step above, and they're the same price now. And you get a server that comes to your table, and you get unlimited refills, and you get chips, and you get this and that. Taco Bell removing their dining room isn't going to make their product any cheaper either. Casual dining chains are gaining customers who have grown frustrated with higher fast food prices. While Darden itself hasn't benefited from the shift, its competitors like Chili's and Applebee's have been reigniting a rivalry with their fast food counterparts. And it seems to be working. Chili's introduced an ad campaign that calls out the Big Mac and other fast food burgers for their prices. Dine Brand CEO John Payton in May said that Applebee's had been leaning into the deals to win over fast food diners. On Darden's quarterly earnings call on Thursday, the CEO told analysts that the industry data is showing a little bit of a shift from quick-serve restaurants like McDonald's to those competitors. As of May, full-service menu prices had risen 3.5% over the last year, compared to 4.5% of those of limited-service eateries. I mean, what are these places even going to be offering anymore? What are these fast food joints even going to offer people? You know? In particular, McDonald's has faced backlash from customers, social media users, and even House Republicans for its higher prices. In an open letter in late May, the company's U.S. president hit back at critics claiming its menu prices had doubled, saying it was only up 40%. I mean, what? It was only up 40%? Question of the day, are you eating less fast food because of cost? Absolutely. Cost is out of control. Bidenomics is not working. Plan is FUBAR. McDonald's prices are now price gouging and taking advantage of inflation. This is greed. For the same money, we can now get a healthy meal that won't ruin our health. I mean, they forgot that nobody actually thought McDonald's was like high quality food. They forgot all about that. Now everyone knew McDonald's wasn't healthy. No one went to McDonald's for a healthy meal. They went there because it was fast and affordable. Well, now it's not fast anymore because they don't have any staff. And you have to, download an app to order your food. And it's not affordable. All these things that they've made to inconvenience the customer has not brought down prices. So all this is just going to continue to happen. All of this is, all this bad news is just going to continue to happen. That's just the way it is. And you're going to see a bunch of these restaurants close. And then they're going to look back and they're going to say, golly gee willikers, how could this have happened? Where did everyone go? Where did everyone go?